Welcome back, family. Welcome back to What's the Juice at the Juicy T 1111 Energy. I hope that you are well and rested, okay, and so are your families. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tapping into the messages. Thank you for commenting, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff. I am truly grateful. Okay. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are returning to the new space, welcome back. Okay. Man, a lot of good energy and a lot of I want to say extremely elevated channeled messages have come in to the point where our spirit had me write them down, family. Okay. So, um, without further ado, let's go on and invoke our protection at this time, and then we're going to get to these messages because what I had heard was basically, and there's going to be two readings on this because I said I needed to keep it very clear and focused, right? So the first message is, you got people out here who are speechless, all right, and they're speechless behind some of your predictions, some of the things that you said that I feel they did not realize that it was coming from Source Infinite, the Most High, the Divine, your angels, the ancestors, and spiritual teams at that time. And what I was hearing was, okay, you never lied to them, okay? For those of you who are being accused of being a liar or a fake or whatever it is. I even heard some of y'all have been told you're false prophets. It's not even about a prophecy. It's about the messenger delivering the message that the Most High wants people to know. But the thing is, because the message was coming from you, there was a sense of rejection, okay? But then I also heard that a lot of alliances are being made amongst people who, may had been enemies in the past. Okay, these are groups of people coming together, but not in a negative way. They're not going to be at each other's throats anymore. They're actually going to be seeing things the way that you're delivering the messages. Okay, as a unity. Okay, something about unity in communities. Okay, and not just a certain group, but all groups that have not seen each other the way that they were supposed to be seeing each other because of, the matrix. You know how the matrix has to do in order to keep their power going. It's through fear, manipulation, lies, deceit, and trickery, right? Seven of Swords energy. So there's a lot that's transpiring and taking place right now. Here's what I heard. You never lied to them. You were trying to warn them, okay? Um, that any mistreatment of you is actually going to be a mistreatment of themselves, okay? Because you understand we're all one, right? And any mistreatment of you was going to inevitably bring about their downward spiral, okay? I also heard they've come to realize they totally misjudged you, and all of them did. From your family, your so-called friends, your exes, ex-lovers, co-workers, supervisors, managers, CEOs, CFOs, and COOs, because yes, they all knew about you. Judges, doctors, lawyers, teachers, you name them, it was them, okay? This message has a lot to do with the next channel as well, the next channel message that I got, because that question that people keep asking, who are they? Who are they? That's the question. Who are they? They is everybody I just mentioned. They also are the ones who are weakened through materialistic things such as money, okay? What they would call the finer things of life, okay? Most of them are driven by greed and money. And it's everybody I mentioned, but that's a whole nother message, okay? You are one of the divine's chosen ones. You are one of the 144,000 that would be called upon to start the carrying out of the divine's will. Now they are all speechless because what you predicted is happening right in front of their eyes. that was the message. Okay. So now let's go on and invoke our protection. Okay. And I am grateful for each and every one of you being here. I call upon the divine, my ancestors, angels, and spiritual guides to stand with me and within me as I deliver these messages. Only what serves truth, healing, and understanding for the highest good is welcomed here, and so it is. Ashe. Okay, y'all. I had to sip that coffee. Mm. Wow. Okay, so whew, they are very speechless. Why are they speechless? Oh, yeah, and the divine told me to do this too. I guess, I don't know. I will do this for somebody here so that you can see. Somebody here is new, okay? New to, I don't want to say new to tarot and stuff like that, but they're getting it, they're connecting with their spirituality a lot deeper than they had before. They were looking at it really as entertainment, but somebody here is starting to see a lot of synchronizations and resonating. So, all right, Spirit, I'll get this deck for them. Now it is pink. Okay. Pink could be significant for some of you. Oh, I'm seeing a gentleman in a very nice pink colored it's not a polo, it's a button up with a tie, but he looks great in it. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see what this energy, the messages are, what it is that the divine needs to know, needs and wants you to know about their speechless now, okay? I feel like a lot of people underestimated you and your predictions. But let's see. I can't make it up. Wow. You got the Three of Pentacles and a King of Wands out here, okay? Scorpionic Sagittarius energy and Three of Pentacles. So like I was saying, it was a teamwork. There was a lot of teamwork put forth to pretty much underestimate you. There could have been a King of Wands that had somebody working against you, or they knew your power from birth. Okay, they knew what your power and your calling was from birth. There could have been a team that was specifically working for a King of Wands here. This King of Wands, I feel like, felt for whatever this energy is, they didn't want you to, have more power than them because they are already in their royal lineage, or at least that's how they felt. It was like your power could dethrone them. Okay. Wow. Then we have the Lovers here. That's interesting to me because it feels to me like somebody didn't want you to possibly move on without them, and they feel like they could be a lover of yours. That may have been why there was so much teamwork here. So there was a team that could have been working with a King of Wands behind some sort of harmony or some sort of love here for you. This team may have, wow, I just heard this team didn't approve of this connection. That may be why you were met with so much opposition. Yep, Emperor. Damn, why did I feel that? Oh my God, I wanted to say that king felt like an emperor, but I was like, nah, I might be speaking too soon. Yes. This is someone that respects the connection that you have, your spiritual connection, okay, to the Most High, because they know that that is something that is definitely required. I heard required in order to step into your legacy, your Ten of Pentacles energy. Mm. This king is the one that could be providing some sort of stability here as well when it comes to an empire or something like that. That's why in the beginning it was like, a lot of rivals are now going to be at peace after a period of Three of Swords. This has been manifested. Wow. Look at here. And the devil having folks carrying burdens at all at the bottom of the deck. So Three of Swords out here, a lot of heartache, a lot of grief, okay? This has been experienced by many people, okay? Loss of friends, family, okay? Loss of, finances, jobs, all of that, okay? That's been happening for a very long time. But this King of Wands, who also is an Emperor energy, they may have tapped into you. You may be a master manifester here. This is what I'm getting. And I just realized this and I did some research on it. And it was short, brief research, but something about M's on the palm of your hand representing miracles, manifestation, and mastery. You may be this very energy here that takes action on the creations, and whatever it is that you seek to create, it does come to be. So if you seek to create peace and harmony and joy and tranquility and prosperity, that is what comes. You have a very significant manifestation power here. You could be really tapped into the number 33, but not from the 33-degree Mason type energy, but the 33-degree Masons do know about you. They know that you do have the ability to manifest prosperity. Ace of Pentacles. You got manifestation here with the Magician and manifestation here with the Ace of Pentacles, okay? This king is loving the fact that you are very tapped in like that, but they also know that you too have the ability to be, tapped into other energies that are around you. I feel like this power source here, they are part dark and light. This Emperor energy, this King of Wands energy, they are part dark and light. The team that works for them are the ones that get paid to monitor you. This team was causing you a lot of burdens because they didn't approve of this unity between you and this energy. Mm. You know how folks are judgmental, but now they're starting to see they misjudged you. Okay. Yeah. Now they are wishing they had saved their money. Okay, they're wishing that they had, the security that you have now. Hmm. It's like everything that they tried to place upon you, even though I feel they were actually some were supposed to be, monitoring you and watching you from the higher perspective, right? For the highest good, okay? But you always have those family who, I don't care what team is put together, jealousy and envy will set in. And a lot of people were very jealous and envious about why would this king even be seeing any sort or having any sort of emotional feelings towards you or for you, because you just didn't fit their standards. Now many are wishing that, a lot of them are wishing they had saved their judgmental thoughts and actions to themselves. Like, they wish they had just done the job of what was asked versus trying to manipulate your path or put you through any hardships. Mm. Yeah, because that made you walk away. God dog. Ooh wee. It was a total disappointment. You walked away. You could have walked away from a lover. You could have walked away from, you know what I'm saying, helping this lover manifest abundance for, I feel like they want you as a power. This is like a power couple. Somebody needs your energy, okay? You could be powerful on your own and alone. Many people are, but then imagine that power united or made union with sun. Look, there we go. That's a very bright future. Somebody's upset because all the pressure made you walk away. Yeah. Somebody watched the whole sun walk off. Okay. The positivity, the pleasure, the happiness, the vitality, the fun, the joy, the warmth, the celebration, success, rebirth, all of the highest good walk away. Mm. Somebody watch. I just heard that. Somebody watched someone with the M in their palms walk away. Take that how it resonates. And at the bottom of this deck, we have the Six of Cups. This was a familiar energy, familiar soul to this person. This could be somebody that's reminiscing about the times that they were in your presence or in your energy field. It was very an innocent feeling of joy, childhood memories, kind of like a, you know what I'm saying, triggering the highest self, that childlike, that inner child energy. Mm. Let's get a couple for the outcome and then we'll close out. Okay, two for the outcome. Yep, it had everything to do with your past life and a link. We reunite with our loved ones over and over in different lives. This had a lot to do with that. And a link, the bond of love grows stronger over time. So you were that link. You, as I said, you were the link. And now these people are speechless. All right, family? So that is the message. I'm going to leave that there. Take it how it resonates. I love you and the divine loves you. Let's close out. I call my power back. I release the weight of the matrix and its betrayal and deception. I stand rooted and grounded in my truth. I am whole, I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.